In 2013, the United Nations General Assembly proclaimed the 3rd of March each year as World Wildlife Day. Whenever the United Nations proclaims such an international day, it is both an appeal to citizens across the world to take note of a particular issue, but more importantly, to become engaged, to do something about it. We all know that the illegal trade in wildlife is beginning to threaten the survival of individual species, and indeed is threatening the biodiversity and therefore the life support systems on our planet in a manner and on a scale that is unprecedented. World Wildlife Day is an invitation for each one of us to take responsibility, to become involved, to become informed, and above all to become active in trying to combat this illegal trade that truly is a crime not only against nature but indeed against future generations. Indeed, the levels of poaching and illegal trade both in flora and fauna have reached unprecedented levels. We are witnessing, for instance, on the African continent in the last few years alone, the killing of over 100,000 elephants. Also, Asian elephants are moving into the range of illegal trade as never before. At the same time, we have seen an assault on Africa's rhino populations that is unprecedented and with some local populations literally facing extinction. Our challenge is how to combat this illegal trade that is organized by syndicates that literally encompasses the planet and is not only impoverishing communities and nations but also threatening wildlife in its own existence. Many countries have taken initiatives, whether at the national level in terms of tightening legislation, declaring wildlife trade that is illegal a crime, and also prosecuting poachers and those who are behind this industry and market in ways as never before. Our responsibility is therefore to work with governments, but also with citizens, with non-governmental organizations, with local communities, in putting in place a different kind of paradigm. Our responsibility is to look after wildlife, and it is also a challenge that the United Nations has accepted, in particular after the General Assembly adopted a resolution on the illegal trade on wildlife, the first ever taken by full consensus. We have established a coalition within the United Nations involving the United Nations Office for Drugs and Crime, the United Nations Development Programme, the United Nations Environment Programme, and in collaboration with CITES, we are putting a coalition together that will work with citizens, with non-governmental organizations and with governments across the world to put an end to the illegal trade in wildlife. On the 3rd of March, on World Wildlife Day, we invite you to become part of this effort to help us put an end to this unsustainable use of wildlife and above all to the theft that is taking place both from communities, nations and future generations. Thank you.